We'll be back in just a moment. Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night at 8. GA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Center up.
David, thanks. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the point. And for the Warriors, the three great shooters out there for them, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the 3. Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Richard, we see so many high-scoring matchups in this league, and tonight will likely be the exact opposite of that.
Well, and that's what happens when you get two defensive-minded teams going against each other. They don't make mistakes, they communicate at a high level, and they play with a ton of heart. I expect this to be a physical, grinded-out kind of game.
Kind of old school, then.
Doesn't love some old school.
That's right. That free throw, no good. And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
Yeah, and teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
And Greg, up and down the Celtics roster, so many of their key players were drafted by the Boston Celtics.
And Tatum and Brown at the core, but also credit to their front office. Rare to find a powerhouse built from homegrown talent.
Curry with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Finish off the break.
And flashing some real toughness inside. Wiggins can finish plays that others simply can't.
Ball's knocked loose, and the Celtics can't hang on to the ball.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
Curry against Smart. Passes it to Poole. From deep. Al Horford with the rebound. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. It's a three-point game. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Wiggins outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Well, Jonathan Kuminga and Moses Moody, the first lottery pick teammates ever to play in the NBA Finals, RJ, in their rookie seasons.
Yeah, the Dubs' strength in numbers, it got bolstered by some of these up-and-comers. You had Jordan Poole, who was most improved candidate last year, and then eventually we'd love to see a lot from James Wiseman.
And they're brought in, these younger players, Richard, are brought in that great culture.
Oh, there is nothing like culture. We have talked about that. Culture can directly impact a player's trajectory for his entire career.
Jason, that one goes in.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
The Celtics have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Curry against Smart. Here's Williams. Great D that time from Green.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And that one's good. Wiggins has got 6.
And this is why Wiggins has become an efficient scorer, doing a much better job with his shot quality, and loves now to attack inside.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Curry fires from way outside. That one doesn't go. Now Boston takes it the other way. Curry against Smart. They now take the lead. 5 points in the game.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Curry way outside. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Different look here for the Warriors. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Green. Kevon Looney comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Kuminga's come in for Poole. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Curry. And a new group in for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Molinari comes in for Al Horford. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Wiseman with the bucket.
And just wait until Wiseman has time to develop his moves, which are still somewhat raw at this stage.
Here's Pritchard. The pass to Williams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And Thompson launches it from deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Celtics out in front. They're up by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for DA. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now,
It has, and their coach reflects it, and their team plays the way he thinks. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Up at the forward spot, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for the Warriors, the 3 great shooters out there for him, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the 3. Draymond Green is out there with Wiggins. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Robert Williams. Curry's shot is good.
And when Curry is shooting while in rhythm, he is lights out. Nothing you can do to stop him.
And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Outside Tatum. Over Thompson. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still a natural part of his game.
Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant, and sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
Here's Brown, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Tatum kicks to Horford. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Horford.
3 points.
He can do a lot with the ball, but Brown is just as good playing off the ball. He's always ready to catch and fire.
It's Curry outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Curry's shot is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Tipped away. Curry with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. A 15-footer. Again, Golden State.
This is how lethal Curry is. Even when you guard him tight, he can find a way to score.
Smart against Curry. Here's Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Chalk up 2 there. He's got 14.
On a night like tonight, Steph Curry is must-watch basketball. He can score from anywhere.
Tatum on the wing. Knocked away. Pocket 6. Smart misses. Thompson right side. Another three for Golden State.
And this is Thompson's shot, one of the most gifted outside shooter the NBA, the world has ever seen.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this.
9. Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much. Well, Commissioner...
That's a great story, D.A. Thanks. All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the 1. And for the Warriors, the three great shooters out there for him, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the 3. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins. The 3 from Tatum. Warriors with the rebound. Richard, haven't we seen a lot of growth in Jason Tatum's game? He gives credit to the late Kobe Bryant for that.
Yeah, he was fortunate enough to train with Kobe Bryant. And sometimes he reminds you of a young Kobe. He clearly absorbed a ton of information from him.
Outside, Smart. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart.
Look, this dude is well built, man. He's a specimen. He's 6'8". Look, he's going to score inside if he gets that close.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Smart passes to Williams. Great tee that time from Green.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Because of his footwork and fundamentals, Thompson always looks on balance and does a great job of squaring his shoulder.
Tatum on the wing for the 3. No good on that one. The Warriors go the other way. Deep. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who's each made an all-NBA team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Wiggins, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Jordan Poole. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. The Celtics working the ball around now. And it's Brown missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Curry from deep three-point land. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Pritchard. Three-pointer. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon.
Three-pointer.
A primary responsibility of Brogdon's. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to him.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Gallinari outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Warriors leading by 6. 7 points for Stephen Curry.
Understanding where he needs to be, Curry way out ahead that time.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the defender all over.
Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
And Brown drops them both.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown, a tremendous two-way wing, and boy, Brown can put up giant offensive numbers.
Curry outside, drills it from outside. Curry's got 10.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Three-pointer. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
The Celtics, 7.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Center Rob.
David, thanks. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the hand for the Warriors. The 3 great shooters out there for him, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the 3. Wiggins is out there with Draymond Green. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Curry, good.
Just another day at the office for Mr. Curry.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Curry can't get it to go.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Now here's Tatum over Green. Tatum's shot is off.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
You know, Richard, had to be extra special for Steph Curry to set the 3-point record in New York.
Yeah, doing it in the Mecca sold-out arena. The previous 2 record holders there, December 15, 2021, a great day in the career of Steph Curry, the history of the NBA.
And one of the many special things about Steph Curry, his loyalty, sticking with this Warriors franchise since being drafted back in 2009.
And talking about Steph, he is the face of the franchise, and his loyalty is shown.
Steph's been a model citizen, never complains, never causes any issues, willing to work with young teammates. He is the ideal superstar to build around.
Now here's Tatum. Shot clock at 6. They get it again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul.
It just seems, Richard, like Robert Williams is a guy willing to do anything to help his team.
And there's a whole lot he can do. His defense has never been a question. He can dish it. He's an aggressive rebounder. And look, his effort level, that's something you don't ever question.
That free throw, no good.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
He hits the second from the line. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Curry outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Brown, good.
Gotta love the confidence. Brown wasting no time firing away.
It's Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Brown outside. Back to Smart. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Count it. Brown's got his second basket of the night.
How about the focus from Brown? Only concerned with making that shot.
Curry outside. It's good from long range.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now, here's Brown. Up top, Tatum. He's covered by Thompson. Takes the 13-footer, and it's Boston with another.
Okay, listen. Tatum can strike from anywhere. The mid-range is an open option for him at all times.
Now Curry. There's the triple. Another three for Golden State.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 7.
17.
And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
For life, had to fight for my life, took them hits in stride. If I for the guys, have my candlelight going up like the club, after that go slide. Are you with that? I won't get
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Kevin. Last season.
Yeah, pretty unanimous, David. You're right. Thank you. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's Smart in at the point guard position. And for Golden State, the three great shooters out there for him, Curry and Poole in the backcourt with Thompson at the 3. Green is out there with Wiggins. All eyes, Richard, on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has. Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
The 3 from Poole, nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Smart against Curry. Here's Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
How about the focus from Brown? Only concerned with making that shot.
And Marcus Smart, GA, the very definition of a guy you love on your team, but hate to play against.
And teams that go deep need that sort of presence. Smart is more than just an agitator, though. Great player who anyone would want to play alongside.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Smart against Curry. The pass to Thompson. Over Tatum, and it's good off the back rim and in.
What poise from Thompson. Not allowing for any distractions from his shot.
And Stephen Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Warriors making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Warriors.
Tatum by finds Smart. Plays it up and banks it in.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Now Brown, after the missed three from Stephen Curry. The shot will not fall.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Brown outside. Here's Horford. Williams passes to Smart. 5 to shoot. No good on the shot. The Warriors go the other way. Outside Curry. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
Got a piece of it. He feeds it to Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this.